And we are live. It's your boy Dom back with another one, and this is the midweek preview where we do have 6 fixtures to go through. We got Aston Villa versus Liverpool. We got Wolves versus Manchester City. Tottenham versus Arsenal in the big North London derby. We have Leicester versus Norwich. We got Watford, Everton, and of course, we got Leeds versus Chelsea. So only 6 games to go through. So we're going to talk about those games, and maybe we take a look at what's going on across Europe as well, where, there's a title race going on in Italy. There's, we look at Portugal, where Porto have officially clinched the title there. And maybe we take a look at, the relegation scrap, what's going on in Italy and a few things, man. So, nice to be back with another one. I was actually going to do this yesterday, but I figured why not just do it in the morning and, give yourself some time, work on Trophy Talk clips and everything. So, guys, don't forget to go check out Trophy Talk with Kyle and I, nothing but Reds and I, where we discuss the current affairs of Manchester City and Liverpool, the 2 best teams in the league. So, let's get this, man. Let's get this. Big up to the boy Sebastian in the house. Nice to see you around here. And guys, let's take a look. Let's warm things up, man. Let's warm things up with today's stream. Let's take a look at what's going on in terms of the stats here, man. Let's just take a look. The Golden Boot race, the Golden Glove race is going on. You know what I mean? The assist charts. You guys could see Salah is leading the goals. But Son Heung-min is actually closing in on him by 2 goals. Salah have not been that great in 2022, to be honest. So, Son, with 2 goals needed to catch Salah, could he do it in the North London derby? Or would we see Salah score a couple versus Aston Villa to, keep top? So, that's a good and interesting race there. Cristiano Ronaldo, could he get to 20 goals? Only 1 game left. And it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Then there's Diego Jota with 15 goals. Sadio Mane with 14. So that's a good haul by the Liverpool front 3 there. You have Mane, you have Jota, and you have Salah combining for 51 goals. Harry Kane and Zaha, followed by Sterling, Ivan Toney, Kevin De Bruyne. Let's take a look at the players who got to 10 goals this season, man. Let's just scroll down a bit and let's take a look at these guys who got to 10 goals. Let me make this a bit smaller. And you could see Mahrez, De Bruyne, Saka, Bruno Fernandes, Jared Bowen, Emmanuel Dennis, Rafinha, Mason Mount, Timo Pukki again, Jamie Vardy, Emil Smith-Rowe. We go on, the list continues, and Ollie Watkins round off the list of 10 plus goals this season. That's a good number for players to get to. You see Phil Foden there, no club listed next to him, but he has 9. Mikel Antonio has 9. You have James Ward-Prowse, Said Benrahma with 8. These guys could still get to 10 goals this season if they, persist. Richarlison, Jesus, Gallagher. This is a solid season for these players, you know what I'm saying? So, let's see what become of that. So, big up to everybody watching the stream right about now, guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. Guys, we see Salah here, assist charts, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jared Bowen, and Andy Robertson, the 4 players who have gotten to 10. Mason Mount, Pogba, Gabriel Jesus, Harry Kane, and Kulusevski, man. Kulusevski is a revelation because he was only signed in January and he got 8 assists. Imagine if he started a season. You see Emerick Laporte leading the passes along with João Cancelo and Rodri. So, the City men leading the passing stats there. Go over to the clean sheets. Alisson on 20. Edison on 20. Both goalkeepers with 3 games left. Who's going to be the Golden Glove recipient at the end of the season? The next best is Hugo Lloris and Mendy with 13. Ridiculous, man. So, look at what Alisson and Edison are doing right now in the league. In terms of the club stats, the main club stats is a City with the most goals there with 89. Liverpool with 87. City with the most passes. Liverpool with the most clean sheets in 21. most crosses into the box, Liverpool as well. But it's all Liverpool and Man City dominating those stats, you know what I'm saying? So it just tells a story. It just tells a story of who's actually dominating the league. There's a lot more stats that we could actually get into, but we're just warming things up, man. You know, we're just warming things up. So guys, big up everybody in the stream, man. Clinical, Cashew Red, Sebastian, everybody who, you know, watching a replay right about now, guys. Let us take some time and let's start with these fixtures in the middle of the week, man. Let's get it. Let us start with something a bit low-key, and let's start with Leicester versus Norwich City. That's what we're going to kick things off with. Leicester versus Norwich. All right. So how's everybody feeling, man? How's everybody feeling? I just literally woke up maybe about half hour ago, and I haven't been doing these early streams lately, but I figured, you know what I mean, get it done early. I was gonna do it late, but I didn't have it in me, man. I had more work to do, and I focused on that, and here I am. I made it, man. I made it. So let's get into this one. So for Leicester, their last game was a 2-1 loss at home to Everton. For Norwich, a 4-0 loss at home to West Ham United. In terms of the last meeting between these two teams, Leicester picked up a 2-1 win back in August. And the previous meeting was a Norwich win, a 1-0 win back in 2020, the last time they were in the league. And they did pick up a draw in the reverse fixture. So Norwich did manage to beat Leicester 3 times across the last 10 matches. And 2 of those games were in the championship back in 2010-11 season. So it's amazing for Leicester, though, what they've done. They were in the championship, even 10 years ago, and within the last 10 years, I should say. And they managed to win the league and the FA Cup. So that is why I say to Leicester fans, don't be ungrateful, man. Don't be ungrateful. It doesn't make sense to be ungrateful because of what they've achieved so far. Not many teams could boast an FA Cup and the league title, and in the last 10 years. And you think teams like Tottenham, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Kudos to Leicester and the job they've been doing over the last, let's say 7 to 8 seasons. So, guys, in terms of the two managers linking up against each other, this will be the 7th meeting between Dean Smith and Brendan Rodgers, with 3 wins for Rodgers, 2 wins for Smith, and 1 game ending in a draw. And that's the same record against Leicester City for Dean Smith. And against Norwich, Brendan Rodgers with 14 matches, 7 wins, 2 draws, and 5 losses. So, there's room there for both managers to go on to pick up wins. All-time Premier League result between these two teams, 7 matches, 4 wins for Leicester, 1 draw, and 2 wins for Norwich City. Home record versus Norwich, 2 wins for Leicester, 1 draw. They have never lost at home to the Canaries. So that is something to think about when you factoring in your making your predictions. So in terms of players to watch here, guys, I've chose to go in with Leicester City's forward Patson Daka. I think it's been an okay season for him. It's not the best, but it's first season in the league and all, and I think he started well, but during the middle of the season he kind of fell by the wayside. But, it's only his first season. He's 23 years old, and he could only get better, man. 5 goals, 3 assists. Not the best, but still, you know what I mean? He did manage 5 goals in the Europa League as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a bad season. It's not a terrible season. 10 goals in his first season, 11 goals in all competitions, to be exact, along with a couple of assists. Not bad. Not bad at all for the Zambian. And he didn't look too bad in the last game against Everton either, where he scored. And for Norwich City, the player that comes to mind, Timo Pukki, man, 10 goals again. And you just think about if he had more service, what he could have done. But Norwich were just not good enough this season. And, Timo Pukki needed help. They needed at least 2 other players that could give you 8 to 10 goals, and they didn't have that. And I think that's the reason why they are being relegated. So in terms of the player availability here for Leicester, James Maddison is doubtful. He missed the last game. James Justin would be out. Ricardo Pereira, these guys, were casualties after the Europa Conference League match against Roma. Ryan Bertrand have been out along with Wilfried and Didi. So you could see key players being out of this Leicester team, which is definitely responsible for their inconsistent form as of late. For Norwich, Adam Ida, Andrew Omobamidele, these guys have been out for a while. Christoph Zimmerman, Kenny McLean, Josh Sargent, and Ozan Kabak all ruled out. Guys, note, there could and there's always another 2 or 3 players who end up missing the game either before the match or some illness pop up. And, so I can't always be 100% accurate with this one. Guys, remember, this is the midweek preview with your boy Dom. We're getting it done. We're being consistent. And we just put in the work in, man. We can't have 6 games and not actually talk about them. You see what I'm saying? We can't. So if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. I will definitely appreciate that. So, guys, in the latest and greatest, man, Jamie Vardy to maintain his fine form against promoted clubs. Did you know Leicester City striker Jamie Vardy have been involved in 21 goals in his last 14 Premier League appearances against promoted sides, scoring 14 and assisting a further 7. Amazing. Leicester are unbeaten in all 3 of their Premier League home meetings with Norwich, 2 wins and a draw. Though these matches have produced just 4 goals scored in total, a 1-0, 2 1-0 wins, and a 1-1 draw. Norwich are winless in their 15 Premier League away matches this season against sides who were in the division last term. They drew 3 and they lost 12. Their 2 away victories this season have come at Brentford and Watford, both of whom were promoted alongside the Canaries in the 2021 season. Norwich lost the reverse fixture against Leicester 2-1 back in August, only in one of the last 7 campaigns in which the sides have met have the Canaries lost both league games against the Foxes, 15-16. Simon Hooper would be in charge of this game. And guys, in terms of my prediction, man, look, Leicester City have not been in very, very good form. You check the form guide here. Leicester are winless in their last 5 matches in the league, while Norwich do have 1 win. But this will be the perfect opportunity for Brendan Rodgers and his boys to bounce back. They play good football. They play attractive football. But it's just that they were focused on the Conference League, a bit distracted. And the running wasn't crazy. You see Newcastle, Everton twice, failing to beat Everton across those 2 games. Villa, Spurs. It wasn't, a bad run-in, but it was probably at the wrong time where they were more focused on the Conference League, rotating heavily and dealing with multiple injuries as well. But Norwich, man, their form has been wretched. 4 losses on the bounce before that win against Burnley. And they're relegated, nothing really to play for. For Leicester, nothing really to play for as well, but just, pride to get to that, closer to that 50-point mark this season, where they're currently 14th. They would want to improve on that, 4 games left. Definitely would want to improve on that league standing and maybe creep into the top 10. So, guys, I think Leicester City with the threat of Vardy, Iheanacho, Daka, the likes of Yuri Telemans probably playing his last couple games for Leicester City, James Maddison could come back into this game. Dewsbury Hall. These guys have been playing well. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. I could see Leicester going on to win this one 3-1. I think it will be a very open game of football because there's not much at stake. And we're going to have a good one. I'm not sure if I'm going to be watching this game, but, I think we're going to have a good open game of football here. So that game would be at 2:45 tomorrow. So, yeah, definitely don't think I'll be watching that one. But there's Watford Everton. I think there's also Man City playing Wolves at 3:15 p.m. So Yeah, I might tune in to the Everton-Watford game along with the Wolves City game, but not going to watch this Leicester versus Norwich matchup at all. So, yeah. Big up to everybody in the stream right now. Guys, in terms of the last couple of games between for Leicester, the next match will be against Watford, Chelsea, and Southampton. As for the already relegated Norwich City, their next game will be against Wolves. Then they finish off the season against Tottenham Hotspur. So that does it for the first one, guys. Big up to everybody in the stream. How are you feeling, man? Big up to the boy Mike, who said, Dom, up and early indeed. 4-0 to Leicester, your prediction. Guys, if you have any more predictions, please feel free to drop it in the chat. I will definitely appreciate that, man. We definitely appreciate that, man. Seriously. So, Victor Joma is saying, big up, Dom, and a good afternoon. Well, in England, not in America. England 5 hours ahead of America. Big up to you, man. Big up to the boy Elias Abs in the house. What's up, Dom? Nervous for Thursday. Big up everybody watching the stream right now. Guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Let's get these likes up. Look, we have to go live again later on today. We will be doing a watch along for the Liverpool Aston Villa game. You know what I'm saying? Should be a big occasion. Are we going to get another 7-2? Because the last time Liverpool visited Villa Park, it was a 7-2. You know what I'm saying? Are we going to have the inverse? Liverpool 7, Aston Villa 2, maybe? Who knows, man? I just want a really, really good game. I want a really good game. Big up to the boy Matthew Walcott, who says, what's going on, brother from another mother? Big up Matthew Walcott. Yo, Matthew, you're from Barbados. Yeah. I see the Barbados BB thing there, yeah. Big up to Matthew Walcott coming in from Barbados, man. You know, when you see Walcott, Warrell, Weeks, you know, you think Barbados, you know what I mean? So, guys, let us keep it going, man. Listen. We're going to be going live a lot this summer. You know what I'm saying? Once health and strength persists, a lot of transfer videos going to be coming your way. You know, live streams. You know, we got European football, Nations League, World Cup qualifiers still to be played, CONCACAF Nations League. You know, I'll be going on vacation next month as well. So, you know, I'll be coming in from the sunny island of St. Vincent as well. You know, tuning in to what's going on and coming with maybe in the night I put together a little package and do like a little morning show or something. I'm always consistent whether I'm on vacation or not. Yeah, I drop them videos. So look, let us continue things, man. Look, let's go back and let's get back to the program. The next game we're going to talk about is Watford coming up versus Everton. Watford, guys, make sure you stick around. We're going to look at the other leagues today. I do have time. I do have energy. I had a good night's rest and everything. And, you know, I'm here to just talk football, man. So we are going to talk Watford versus Everton. The already relegated Watford versus the relegated threatened Everton. And Everton have definitely, you know, pulled things back. And looking like there will be a Premier League team next season. So, Crystal Palace 1, Watford 0 in their last game. Leicester 1, Everton 2 in their last match. What happened the last time Everton and Watford met each other? Well, they met on Saturday, the 23rd of October, and that was a high-scoring thriller where Watford defeated Everton 5-2. Yeah, you heard it right. 5-2. An unbelievable result, man. Josh King, who haven't scored in a while, scored in that game. Then Juraj Kushka. Josh King actually scored a hat-trick in that game. I can't remember him scoring many goals this season. I really can't. But that was 3 of his 5 Premier League goals this season. And 3 of those goals came against Everton. He's been in dire form lately. And Emmanuel Dennis also chipped in with a goal along with 2 assists. Richarlison and Tom Davies, the injured Tom Davies. I have not heard anything about Tom Davies lately. I don't even know if he's made the bench lately, but I haven't been seeing him on my injury report. But he scored in that game as well. Yeah, man, what's going on with Tom Davies? I haven't heard about him in a while. Seriously, like, what is up with him? And he didn't make the bench the last. Tom Davies, and I haven't even had him on my injury list for quite a while, man. Seriously, like, I gotta write that down. Tom Davies was so promising a couple of years ago and just, fell by the wayside a bit, though. So, last meeting, a 5-2 loss by Everton. They need to turn that around, or else it'll be trouble, man. Definitely will be trouble. So for Watford, they do have 4 wins across the last 10 meetings against Everton. Well, actually, 4 wins. So that's not a bad record at all. That is not a bad record. 15 matches, and that's the only 4 wins they've picked up that came across the last 10, dating back to 2016. 8 wins for Everton and 3 draws. So they've been in good form against Everton. They came off of 3 consecutive losses to win 5-2 against the Toffees, but they would fancy their chances still. Nothing to play for. Don't know how strong they'll go into this game, but it's going to be a tricky affair here, man. So Roy Hodgson, closing in on his coaching career, will come up against Frank Lampard for only the 3rd time, and Lampard has a immaculate record against Roy Hodgson. 3 matches, 3 wins. Against Watford, Lampard, 2 matches, 2 wins. And for Hodgson against Everton, 21 games, 4 wins, 5 draws, and 12 losses. So the ball is in Everton and Lampard's court right there in terms of those stats, man. So, look, in terms of players to watch, guys, for Watford, I'm going to go with Moussa Sissoko. Remember, he was relegated with Newcastle, and now he's relegated again with Watford. I feel bad for the guy, man. I think he should just go over to France and maybe, finish off his career over there, in the country that he plays for, instead of struggling over here with these, struggling Premier League teams like Watford and, back in the days with Newcastle. But with Spurs, he had a bit part role to play and was out of favor, left, and bam, relegated. Crazy, man, crazy. Moussa Sissoko, who has actually probably played all the games this season for Watford. So it must be a painful season for the French international there. For Everton, man, one man comes to mind, and that's Jordan Pickford, man. God damn, listen, this is the reason why Everton are in this position right now. Jordan Pickford. And I mean, in a position where they're currently outside the relegation zone and they're looking like the most likely team out of Leeds and Burnley to survive. So give it up to Jordan Pickford, England's number 1. Everton outside the relegation zone as we speak. 35 points. Still 4 matches left to go. So look. Let's say they need 6 points from 4 games. Everton, the ball's in your court, man. You know what I mean? The ball's in your court. And Jordan Pickford is surely keeping the ball out of the back of the net as much as he can, man. So give it up to him. Give it up to him. I don't really like the slick back hairstyle there that he's been, carrying lately, but it is what it is. It's your head. Do whatever you want with it, Jordan. So, that is not the best haircut at all. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Definitely is what it is. So, in terms of player availability here, Tom Cleverley and Samir picked up injuries in the last game. They'll be out. Chuko Hernandez, the Colombian, ruled out as well. Hassan Kamara suspended. João Pedro, Imran Luza, and Uri Kushka all listed as doubtful or ruled out. For Everton, they also have a long injury list with Yerry Mina, Nathan Patterson, Andrews Townsend all ruled out, while Ben Godfrey and Danny Van de Beek are nearing a return but should miss this game. Vitaly Mikolenko, the score in the last game there, is actually a doubt, along with Tom Davies, who have been absent altogether from the squad. In terms of the latest and the greatest here, Everton target hat-trick of wins in their bid for safety. Everton are looking to win 3 consecutive Premier League matches for the first time since March of 2021, while they last won consecutive away league matches in May the same year. Indeed, the Toffees' 2-1 victories at Leicester last time out ended a 15-match winless run on the road. Frank Lampard has won all 3 of his Premier League meetings with Watford's Roy Hodgson by an aggregate score of 9-2. It is his best 100% win rate as a manager in the top flight. Watford won the reverse fixture against Everton 5-2 in October and are looking to pick up consecutive league victories against the Toffees for the very first time. Watford striker Josh King has scored more Premier League goals against Everton than he has against any side in the competition, 8, including a hat-trick in this season's reverse fixture. Remember, he spent the season last year at Everton Football Club. Mike Dean would be in charge of this game. In terms of my prediction here, guys, look, Everton picked up their first ever win in 15 games. And they're meeting the ideal opponent in Watford. Ideal. Watford, they've been terrible, man. Look at the recent meeting between the two teams. 5-2 win for Watford, a 3-2 win for Everton. So they have been high-scoring games. Indeed, they have been. A 1-0 win for Everton, a 1-0 win for Watford, a 2-2 draw. So it's been pretty level between the two teams. But if you check the form guide, Watford with no wins across their last 5. They've been playing like headless chickens. See, pretty much. They have no structure. They're just all over the place. And they've been battered completely across their last 5 games. They don't score enough goals. And they concede way too many. If you check the stats right there, that's 13 goals conceded, only 3 scored. A lot of their better players are out injured as well. And I could see them rotating heavily, being already relegated. A few players on the fringe getting a look in. And that'll work perfectly into Frank Lampard's and Everton's plans. You could see they're in really, really good form, with the only blip in the last 5 games being that 2-0 loss against Liverpool. And Liverpool had to really, graft out that win in the second half of that game, right? So, look, I don't see any team but Everton winning this game. 3 on the bounce, closer to survival. It will be massive for the club, who were relegation threatened still, but were in very, very hot water 2 weeks ago. So 3-1 win for Everton, man. They do have the threats up top with Anthony Gordon. They have Richarlison. Even, guys like Rondon could come off the bench and do some damage. Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. I would like to see him involved. He has been, struggling this season with injury. And they do have a few goals here and there amongst the crowd. Demari Gray comes to mind. Maybe Iwobi could chip in with an assist or an odd goal. The defenders do help out as well. Holgate scored in the last game. Michael Keane, he might actually feature. He's a threat from set pieces. Jordan Pickford, man. I think he'll be key again. I really, really think he'll be key again. But even the Watford do pose somewhat of a threat going forward in terms of Dennis and King and guys like Simon and Saw and Co. They just can't keep the ball out the back of the net, man. You know what I'm saying? So Ben Foster, last couple Premier League games, let's see if he's going to retire as well or go back and continue in the Championship. And Roy Hodgson, his career is actually, ending as well. So, Lampard with the win, 3-1 to Everton. They go up to 38 points, much closer to safety, where they're actually going to have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to their counterparts, Leeds and Burnley. So, guys, big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Appreciate you guys tuning in to yet another one. Make sure you like the video if you haven't yet done so. This is the midweek preview. We've done 2 games so far. And that's Watford-Everton, 3-1 to Everton. And Leicester-Norwich, a 3-1 win for Leicester City as well. So, how's everybody feeling, man? How's everybody feeling? Back with another one, dressed up in all green. Werder Bremen kit here. I picked it up, found it at the, Burlington's for cheap. We got the green tinge, the lighting and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just upgrading things a little, you know what I'm saying? Different around here, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Everybody in the chat, how's everybody feeling, man? How's everybody feeling? Have you been checking out the Trophy Talk clips? Okay, Angel Abel is saying, Dom, come on, Rondon. doing damage, highly likely. Bro, Rondon for Venezuela scored a hat-trick in the last couple World Cup games there, man. Don't underestimate Rondon, bro. Believe me, do not underestimate Rondon. So, you see, this is the kind of thing I don't like, man. Why you gotta nitpick? Why you gotta nitpick about Rondon? He's a striker. He's Premier League proven. Why you think he can't go out there and get a job done? Tell me why. I'm waiting. Why you gotta pick on Solomon Rondon? With a name like that, why you gotta pick on him? Seriously, why you gotta pick on Solomon? Look, Rondon 32 these days, and he scored 1 goal this season and 1 assist. In the FA Cup, he has 2 goals. So only 3 goals this season in a handful of appearances. The man just comes off the bench, and he could come off the bench and score. You know what I mean? For Venezuela, 87 appearances, 34 goals. I'm just giving you some insight about Solomon Rondon. That's all. That's all I'm doing. That is all I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just giving you some stats. And Rondon scored a hat-trick against Bolivia recently. You feel me? Okay? He scored a hat-trick against Japan back in 2019 as well. Listen, put some respect on Rondon's name, bro. Oh, my God. Mike, bro, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? What are you up to? Are you at work? You know what I'm saying? Are you home? Look, now I see Mike. Big up to the boy Adam the Great. I think he was in the stream yesterday and I didn't give him a shout out. So, Adam, bro, if you're watching the replay, shout out to you. Appreciate you continuing to support the thing. All right, guys, have you yet smash up the thumbs up button, man? You know, have you yet smash up the thumbs up button for the live stream? We've got 2 in and we will continue the show, you know. All right, so the next game that we're going to talk about is the match here between Leeds United and Chelsea. Guys, we're not going to be overly long in terms of the Premier League. We're going to get through these fixtures. And, you know, we're going to take a look at the other leagues today as well. So, yeah, only 6 games to talk about. We're going to make it happen. You know, I'm a kind of guy, I don't like to leave things undone. You know what I mean? I just feel good that I'm here this morning and I'm getting this, you know, to talk about these Premier League matches. And later on, the watch along, Liverpool, Villa, one is going to be lit. You know what I'm saying? City play tomorrow. Let's see, you know, if both teams are going to win their games. Let's see if another, you know, let's say City draw points. Is there another twist in the title race? That's a big question. Is there another twist in the relegation battle? That's also another question to ask yourself, man. Guys, don't forget to head on over on the channel and check out Trophy Talk, a playlist with Kyle from Nothing But Reds and I, where we're talking all the current stuff about Man City and Liverpool. So don't forget to go check that out and support the thing. All right, so Leeds United versus a struggling Chelsea. Leeds relegated, threatened. Chelsea, the top 4 status, threatened as well. This promises to be a very good one. All right, so Arsenal 2, Leeds 1 in their last game. Chelsea 2, Wolves 2 in their last. In terms of the last meeting between the two teams, it was a high-scoring thriller with Chelsea winning 3-2. Before that, it ended in a 0-0 draw. And Chelsea with 3 consecutive wins there dating back to 2004. So in their last 10, Leeds United only have a single win against Chelsea dating back to 2002. That is not good, along with 2 draws and a win. That's the only positive results in the last 10 games dating back to 2001. So that's a period of 21 years. They've met 10 times. Only 1 win for Leeds, you know. So you know where this one is heading. But the way Chelsea are playing right now, anything could happen, man. Anything is definitely possible. So Jesse Marsch coming up against Thomas Tuchel for the first time and coming up against Chelsea for the first time. Could the American turn Leeds' fortunes around? I don't think he's done a bad job since he was hired, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It ain't looking good at all in terms of their survival. Not looking good. 2 losses and a draw in their last 3 games. And that's after a 10-point haul by Jesse March. So, yeah. None in their last 1 point actually in their last available 9. Look, 3 games left. They got to get their act together. Chelsea, Brighton, and Brentford. And I think this is why Leeds are in the most trouble, in my opinion. They're in a whole lot of trouble, man. So, all-time Premier League result, 27 games. 8 wins for Leeds, 10 for Chelsea, 9 draws. Most of those wins in the early 90s as well. So, look, players to watch for me, Leeds United. Ilhan Melier, the goalkeeper, not very good in the last game, man. And he has been the Achilles heel on quite a few occasions. Also, he has been good saving them. But the Frenchman, the young Frenchman, you gotta be solid in this game. You gotta be a bit more solid in this game if Leeds are to get something from the Blues here. So for Chelsea, Romelu Lukaku. Are we seeing the final games for Lukaku in the Chelsea shirt, or would we see him in the league next season, irregardless to all the rumors and the drama around big Romelu Lukaku? Scored twice in the last game, but his teammates let him down and allowed Wolves to come back and score 2. So, ended up being for nothing. But it will be a good personal gain in terms of his confidence and everything. Those were a penalty and a right-footed goal. So he needed that. He really, really needed that for his confidence and to, get the confidence of the fans back as well. So, look, let's keep an eye on Romelu Lukaku. In terms of the notes, Tyler Roberts, Adam Forshaw, Crescencio Somerville, and Stuart Dallas all ruled out, while Luke Ayling suspended, Liam Cooper doubtful, and Patrick Bamford could be back next week to finish off the season. Maybe he could help Leeds United to stay up. In terms of the latest and the greatest here, man, look, I didn't actually write down the Chelsea notes here. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, I do that. I tend to do that sometimes. I really tend to do that sometimes, and not, I'm writing so fast and trying to write down the notes that I don't write down the availability for one team there. But I got it, man. I got it. So for Chelsea, N'Golo Kante is a doubt, but could definitely return. Jorginho, also a doubt. Callum Hudson-Odoi ruled out. Ben Chilwell ruled out. The injury concerns currently with Chelsea FC. Pardon me there, but good bounce back there though still. Can Leeds' May home record help them out of the drop zone? Leeds United have only lost one of their last 41 home league matches in the month of May. Winning 25, drawing 15. A 3-1 defeat by Tottenham Hotspur back in May 1996, right? They have since gone 19 matches unbeaten at Ellen Road. 12 wins and 7 draws. Ridiculous stat. Could Chelsea actually, change that? Chelsea's Romelu Lukaku netted a brace against Wolverhampton Wanderers last time out. He last scored 2 or more goals in back-to-back Premier League appearances in February and March of 2019 for Manchester United. Chelsea have only conceded 2 first-half goals in their last 14 Premier League matches, both against Arsenal in April. 13 of the last 15 goals they've conceded have come in the second half, and 71% of their overall Premier League goals conceded this season have come after halftime, 22 out of 31. The highest ratio in a single campaign, which shows that Chelsea players are waning as the game progresses, and they're running out of steam. They're running out of juice, man. So running out of gas. Need some gas. And not the gas that you're thinking about. It's just gas. Not the gas that you smoke. Just gas you put in a car, figuratively speaking. Jesse March has lost 2 of his first 4 home league matches in charge, winning 1 and drawing 1. With Neil Warnock, the last Leeds manager to lose as many as 3 of his first 5 at Ellen Road in 2012. March has not lost consecutive home league matches with the same club since May-June 2015 with New York Red Bulls in the MLS. Anthony Taylor will be in charge of this one. And for my big prediction here, Chelsea versus Leeds United. Guys, Chelsea, man. Look, they beat Leeds barely at Stamford Bridge back in December, 3-2. None of these teams are in very good form, right? With Leeds actually being in better form than Chelsea, if you really look. That's the same form, the same basically. 2 losses, 2 draws, and a win. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to look at Chelsea's 2 points picked up in the last 3 and, Leeds 1 point in their last 3, maybe you say Chelsea are in better shape, right? They're in better nick right now. I think both teams are in the mud right about now. Chelsea, they're still fighting for the top 4 status to play Champions League football next season under their new owner, Todd Bowley, right? Thomas Tuchel going to look to rebuild as there could be an exodus there. A lot of players might actually leave. A few might come in. Guys on loan might come back. And we could see a whole new Chelsea next season. And maybe we won't have them as favorites or one of the favorites to win the league next season. But forget about next season. The focus is now. Could Lukaku, could Werner, could Christian Pulisic, could all these guys come to the party here to help Leeds United? The thing, to help Chelsea, pardon me. The thing about Chelsea this season, I don't think their 11 have been constant enough. Thomas Tuchel's always chopping and changing, man. Always. The front 3 always changing up. The midfielders, the wing backs, it's just been, I think it's been a mess this season for Chelsea. But could they refocus? Could they regroup? Could they bounce back against a struggling Leeds United? For Leeds, look, they just can't defend. They just cannot defend. They've done a little better on the Jesse March there when, kept a clean sheet against Crystal Palace, but it's been very rare, you know what I mean? 2 clean sheets in a row there is very, very rare for Leeds United. Very, very rare. Guys like Rafinha seemingly have lost their form. Rodrigo, you know what I'm saying? Jack Harrison, these guys have been nowhere in the last few games. They need to perform here. They meet in Chelsea at the right time. Could they get something from the game? Guys, I don't think so. I think Chelsea is going to be way too much for them. And I'm predicting another 3-1 win. Another 3-1. Sorry, Leeds. But I think you might be going down this season. I think you could be going down. Look, it's not definitive. Burnley is still there struggling. But I think it could be Leeds, man. Their goal difference is so bad that if both Leeds and Burnley lose all remaining games this season, they're both still on 34 points each. Leeds would go down with their goal difference doubling Burnley in the minus, right? Negative 35 for Leeds, negative 37 for Burnley. And I think that scenario is definitely feasible. I don't think both teams will lose their remaining games, but I don't know if this Leeds team are going to win any. Because Brighton are playing well, Brentford are playing well, and Chelsea are a force. You see what I'm saying? They could be a force on their day. Or maybe they could be not a force on the day. But you get the point. Chelsea this season, pretty much. But I'm going for a 3-1 win, though. So, guys, we're halfway through in terms of the predictions here. How's everybody feeling? Big up to Nicola in the house. How are you feeling, Nicola? Matthew Park. Matata United. Everybody in the house right about now, guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Michael in the house, who's saying a thrilling 3-3 draw. I'm going for Chelsea to win this one. I don't know. It's hard to bet against Chelsea when they're coming up against a team like Leeds United, man. Seriously, it's really hard. Can't do it. I can't do it. You could do it, but I ain't do it. Big up to the boy Isaiah Paskins in the house as well. Yeah, man. Erling Haaland, man. Woo! What a signing. What a signing. Mike, bro. Mike. When are we going to do the transfers, bro? You know what? I'm going to set it up and send you the link. I'm going to set it up, send you the link for next week. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen from next week, you know what I'm saying? Start talking about, you know, some transfer dealings and things like that. Come on. Let's do this. Dom, are you happy with the Haaland transfer? Oh, man. I'm more than happy. More than happy. It's perfect. It is perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? It is perfect. Guys, go check out the clip on the channel with Kyle and I. Our reaction to the Erling Haaland signing. I will make an official one when it happens. I think I will. I don't know yet. But, yeah, I will make an official one when it's officially done. You see what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to, like, you know, capitalize on the Erling Haaland signing for views or anything. We want to have structure here. We got other things to do. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to rub it in people's faces too much because, you know, I already seen the hate. I've seen the hate. I've seen it. I've seen the hate, man. It's all good. If you check Twitter, you see the hate. Erling Haaland doesn't look like this. Look like he's going to score 30 goals a season. I don't even think he's going to last 30 games. Who said he's going to score 30 goals? You know what I'm saying? Who's expecting 30 goals? I just want the player to go out there and do his thing. Have fun. And, you know, score 20 goals next season in the league or something, you know. That's not a bad haul. But in all competition, you know, bang in 30. There's the Champions League. There's, you know, the FA Cup and League Cup, you know. Go out there, have some fun, Haaland. You know what I'm saying? Don't be under no pressure. Don't be under no pressure. Go out there, do your thing because everybody want to see you fail. That's the thing, man. Everybody want to see you fail, Haaland. But everything's going to be all right, man. Everything's going to be all right. So, Matthew Parker saying Pogba to City. We'll do a dedicated live stream for transfers. We will do that. But we have more work to do. And we're going to continue that. Guys, if you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up button, please do so. It's your boy, Dominic Rich, back in the house with some early morning fire for your head tops. Guys, we're going to keep it moving. We got 3 more fixtures to talk about. And let's get into the North London derby between Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal. This would be the 60th North London derby in the Premier League era. And it's a big one. A lot at stake. You're talking about the differences, who's going to play Champions League next season or not, Spurs or Arsenal. Guys, get your predictions ready and take your picks. Tottenham in their last game, a really good 1-1 draw against Liverpool. I would like to take the time to say thank you very much, Tottenham. Not for, you know, beating us twice this season, but for actually helping us out a little there. You know what I'm saying? You one of the reasons why we're going to get Haaland too, you know, by holding on to Kane, you know, and you pick up a draw against Liverpool there to help us out in the title race, give us a little bit of wiggle room there, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Spurs, big draw. You got the Liverpool fans rattled. They have not shown up to hear me talk about the 1-1 draw. They haven't been showing up at all. They've been hiding still when it comes to that 1-1 draw. But if there's any Liverpool fans in here who are going to face the music, I commend you. I commend you. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the ones that have gone absent. When for roll call, they're nowhere to be found. Those are the ones I'm talking about, man. So kudos to Spurs. Arsenal 2 Leeds, 1 in their last game. And guys, in terms of their last meeting, it was a 3-1 win for the Gunners back in September of 2021. You could see the recent meetings there. Arsenal winning their last 2 games against Spurs. But those games were at the Emirates. The last time the North London derby was at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The last 2 times Spurs actually won those. And you got to commend them, man. You got to commend them. So the form guide is right there. And in terms of the managers, Conte will be facing Mikel Arteta for the very, very first time. And Antonio Conte does not have a very good record against Arsenal. 8 games, 1 win, 3 draws, and 4 losses. Arteta against Spurs, 4 matches, 2 wins, and 2 L's. Guys, in terms of their home record here, Spurs, very good home record against Arsenal, 12 wins, 5 losses, and 12 draws. So they would rely on that to get something positive from this game indeed. All-time record, 14 wins for Spurs, and 12 of those have come at home. So if they're going to do anything, it's going to be at home. 22 wins for the Gunners and 23 total draws. Players to watch for me is Tottenham's very own Asian sensation, Heung-min Son. Oh man, 20 Premier League goals this season. What a player. I think this is this his best haul ever in his Premier League career? I think it might just be, I think we need to find that out. I really think we need to find that out, and we need to know that though, because Son have been on fire. And I somehow feel kind of bad for him. And no disrespect to Spurs right now, but I just feel bad for him though, because I think he deserved more. I really think he deserved to be winning some trophies, man. And at Spurs, he just does not win anything. And I don't think he would want to go his entire career in the Premier League and not win nothing. You feel me? So I feel bad for Spurs, man. Could you imagine seeing him playing for Bayern Munich or for Juventus or for a title-winning Premier League team? PSG? Just go somewhere where you could win something, man. Last season, 17 goals. The previous season, 11. The previous season, 12. The previous season, 12. The previous one, 14. The man has been on absolute fire since he came over from Leverkusen, and this is his best ever Premier League return. 28 goal involvement to better last season by 1. So give it up to Son Heung-min. If they are to win this North London derby, definitely he'll be involved. He'll be in the thick of things. Look, player to watch for Arsenal, guys. I have to go for Eddie Nketiah, because they have won 4 in their last 4, and Nketiah has been, at the root of it. So scored a brace in the last win there against Leeds United. I think he scored a brace previously as well, and he's just responded well to the pressure. And he's been offered a new contract. He's been turning it down. But it seems like Eddie Nketiah might stay at Arsenal. Or who knows, man? He might just leave. You know what I mean? He might just leave. He might just say Arsenal might actually go in for another striker. And I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? So, look. In terms of availability here for Tottenham, Japhet Tanganga, Matt Dougherty, Ollie Skip, and Sergio Reguilon are listed as ruled out. While for Arsenal, Benjamin White, Kieran Tierney, and Thomas Partey are all ruled out. In terms of the insights here for the North London derby, can Arsenal win top 4 race with derby win over Spurs? Did you know victory for Arsenal would secure 4th place, the highest Premier League finish since the 2015-16 campaign when they finished 2nd. It would also be the very first time since that campaign that they have finished above Tottenham. Spurs are unbeaten in their last 7 home league matches against Arsenal, winning 5 and drawing 2, the longest such run against their North London rivals since a run of 9 between 1960 and 1968. Emil Smith-Rowe and Bukayo Saka were both on the score sheet for Arsenal in a 3-1 victory over Spurs in a reverse fixture. The last English men to score for the Gunners in both home and away fixtures against Spurs in a single season was Ian Wright back in 93-94. Could Arsenal get it right again? Harry Kane is the top scorer in the North London derby history in all competitions, netting 11 goals in his 16 matches for Spurs against Arsenal. However, he has not scored in either of his last 2 appearances against the Gunners, his longest drought against them in his career. Paul Tierney will be in charge of this game. And guys, it brings you to the predictions. You can see the form guide here. Arsenal are in imperious form. 4 wins in their last 4. While Tottenham, they have been, so-so. Lose 1, draw 1, win 1, draw 1. You know what I'm saying? So we know what they're capable of, but we also know that they are very inconsistent. What they have going for them here, however, is their home form against Arsenal. And if you check their last 3 games, they are unbeaten. They actually only lost 1 of their last 8 Premier League matches. So That's not bad. That is not bad. While for Arsenal, they did endure a 3-match losing streak before this 4-match winning streak. So both teams are a bit inconsistent when they want to be. Conte, not a very good record against Arteta. Don't know if that would mean anything going into this big North London derby, but it's imperative that Spurs win this game. They're 62 points right now. 4 points behind Arsenal. Needed to get that right. 4 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal does not really, they don't really need to win the game to stay above Spurs. A draw would suffice. Even a loss would be fine. But you don't want to lose the game. You see what I'm saying? Because if Arsenal lose the game, they then give Spurs a sniff with their 2 remaining matches, right? We don't know what's going to happen. Arsenal play Everton and they play Newcastle. There's no guarantee that they're going to win those games or get anything from those matches at all. While for Spurs, they play Norwich. They play Norwich, and their other game is against Burnley. So they're playing 2 teams that's right now, one relegated already, and the other right outside the relegation zone. So things could be a bit easier for Spurs, if you understand what I'm saying. If they manage to win the game against Arsenal, the ball would be in their court to actually leapfrog them into 4th. There's also Chelsea, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just Arsenal and Spurs. It's Chelsea also in the mix for this top 4 race, right? Because they're on 67 points. Let's say Chelsea does not win, or let's say they lose to Leeds and Tottenham win against Arsenal, then it would be 65, 66, and 67 going into 2 final games. So these 3 London clubs are currently fighting for 2 top 4 spots. It's intriguing. It is indeed intriguing. So, look, if Arsenal pick up a win here, they will go up to 69 points, which means that Tottenham would only be able to get a maximum of 68. Arsenal can secure Champions League football with a win here. Do they have it in them? They've been playing some attractive football, even though they've been struggling with injuries to their fullbacks, their defenders, and Thomas Partey. But the style of football they've been playing, very, very attractive, man. Saka, Smith-Rowe, Martinelli, Odegaard, Nketiah. The young guns have been definitely doing it for Arsenal, though. Could they continue their charge here against a Tottenham who played very well against Liverpool with a game plan, sit back, be tight, break on a counter? Or are they going to do the same against Arsenal here? I think they're going to have more possession than they did against Liverpool, and they could be more dominant in patches. I think it'll be a very, very open game of football. This one is very hard to call. This one is indeed hard to call. A lot of threats going forward for both teams. Son, Kane, Kulusevski. While for Arsenal, I mentioned Martinelli, Nketiah, Saka. See what I'm saying? Odegaard as well. This one, I think, is going to be a 2-2 draw. An enthralling 2-2 draw to keep Arsenal in the advantage and Spurs still in the hunt. Still in the hunt with 2 games to go. The last 2 games for Arsenal could be tricky. For Spurs, they should beat Burnley and Norwich. Note I said should. They did lose to Burnley early on this season, so nothing is guaranteed at all. But it's imperative for Arsenal that they do not lose this one, or else it could be very, very nervy for the remaining 2 matches this season. So I'm going to say Arsenal draw against Spurs here, 1-1. And this will be a big let-up for Spurs as they have been good against Arsenal at home in their last 2. So I'm going to play it safe and say a 2-2 draw. Guys, let me know your prediction in the chat. We'll definitely appreciate that. So Hernan Prosper is saying Kane will get nothing. Mike is saying 3-1 to Spurs. Arsenal defense ain't the strongest. Yeah, I know, but still, they might find a way to negate the threat of Tottenham, though. You know, and you have Tomiyasu. You have Gabriel, who's been playing well right now. Cedric might start as well. Maybe a Rob Holding. But look, they've been in good form. That's 4 wins on the trot, irregardless to who they had back there. So I gotta just give them some credit there. You know what I mean? Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you're yet to do so. We'll definitely appreciate that. We got 2 games left to talk about, and it's the 2 most important games, well, in the grand scheme of things, in terms of the title race, and that's Aston Villa, Liverpool, coming up later as well. I'll be doing a watch-along, and Wolves versus Manchester City tomorrow. I won't be doing a watch-along because my wife goes to work, and I'll be home with my boy Liam, so I would love to do a watch-along, but just can't. You see what I mean? I can't do... I only have 2 days to do watch-alongs, man. Quite sad, unfortunate, but still, it is what it is. It is what it is, man, you know? So, look, big up to Pierre, Edwin, Angel. How is everybody doing, man? Let me see. You know, the thing about you guys, some of y'all always like to hold on to stuff, you know. Damn, weren't you locked in your own basement playing Blue Moon after City's UCL defeat? No, I wasn't. You guys are always looking for something to, you know, to talk about. Something negative. See what I'm saying? Always. Well, did you forget that we just smashed Newcastle 5-0? I ain't hear you talking about that. Come on, man. Come on. You see what I'm saying? Come on. Let's talk some positivity here. Erling Haaland signed. Let's say, okay, it's a good signing, man. That's a good signing. Why can't you just say that it's a good signing? It's a good signing. Oh, I don't know, man. He's injury prone. Oh, he might get, I don't know if he's going to get 30 goals, man. You sound like a damn hater. See what I'm saying? Sound like a hater. We didn't pay 200 million for him. Paid out the release clause, man. Between 60, 70 million euros, right? Paid out the release clause. The salary ain't going to be crazy as people thought it would have been. You know, maybe it is, but still, what do you expect for a top player like Erling Haaland, who scored 85 goals in 88 appearances for Borussia Dortmund? Come on, man. Come on. So, guys, with that being said, we are going to move into the next game. And let's talk Wolves versus Manchester City here. Let's get into this one. Let's definitely get into this one. What is it saying in terms of the latest news here? Wolves versus City, the injury update. Let's see if there's anything here that I may have missed, you know. Let me just click on that really quick and see. All right, I think I got everything here. Yeah, I got everything in terms of that. City closing in on clean sheet record as well as title. You know, so injury update on Kilman Semedo, Podence, and Ronan McAtee. Teammates can help your mental health. UK football family reaffirms commitment to mental health. How safeguarding is at the heart of Southampton. Guys, make sure you take care of yourself and your mental wealth, okay? You know what I mean? So just remember that. Just remember that, man. Don't stress yourself out too much. You know, if your team pick up a draw, if your team lost, don't stress yourself out too much, man. It ain't worth it. It is not worth it at all, okay? So, look, let's get into this game. Indeed, let's talk. We got 2 more matches to touch on. And let's talk Wolves, Manchester City. Let's talk Wolves City. So, Chelsea 2, Wolves 2 in their last game. And Man City 5, Newcastle 0 in their last. So, in terms of the last meeting between Manchester City and Wolverhampton Wanderers, a 1-0 win for City. Sterling with the goal, a penalty goal. Raul Jimenez sent off. 4-1 win for City there as well. A 3-1 win for City. But Wolves did pull the double over us back in the 2019-20 season. 2019-20. And that was not the best season though. Liverpool did go on to win the title that year. So let's just keep that one in mind. And kudos to Wolves for the stellar job they did that year, man. They were actually playing Europa League football those times, so quality stuff under Nuno Espirito Santo. But these days they're under Bruno Lage and in charge. He did miss the last game there against Chelsea. I don't know if he will be available for this one, but in his one match against Pep Guardiola, he lost it, and that's the same for his only game against Manchester City. Pep against Wolves, 8 matches, 5 wins, 1 draw, and those 2 losses that I spoke about just now. Against Bruno Lage, 1 win in his solitary fixture. All-time Premier League results, 15 matches, 4 wins for Wolves, 2 draws, and 9 wins for City. Wolves' home record against City is not a bad one, though. They have not lost over 50% of their games with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses here. So, yeah, man, in terms of the player to watch here, for Wolves, I'm going to go with a different, a left field pick here, and I'm going to go with Chiquinho, the substitute that came on for, in the Chelsea game and picked up 2 assists there. So I think, I identified him. He came in from Estoril, Portuguese team, and I identified him early on when he came in January as a player to watch because he was actually very, very lively off the bench. So let's see if he could do his thing and he could actually help Wolves get something here against Manchester City, which they have in the past. You know what I mean? Other threats include Hwang Hee-chan and Trincao, who's in very good form, and Pedro Neto back from injury, looking like he's looking to find form again. Remember, Pedro Neto was a hot product before he got injured, and you could have definitely seen him leaving Wolves before he got injured, but he's gonna have to work his way back up to full fitness and up the charts there again. He's not hot right now, but he has a lot of potential. For Man City though, the player that I chose to go in with is Riyad Mahrez. Didn't feature in the last game, so I expect Mahrez to come back into the midweek fixture, and maybe we'll see Bernardo come in as well. A few, players rotated for this one, but I could see Mahrez actually start in this game. He has been City's top scorer this season in all competitions, and it's crazy, right? It's crazy, Mahrez, but there's been contributions all over the field, man. De Bruyne, Mahrez, Jesus, Sterling, Foden, who else? Gundogan, the defenders. Not Jack Grealish, though. He needs to step his game up big time, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely need to step your blood game up. Not going to hide about that one. Rodri, you know what I'm saying? He's been scoring a lot of goals lately. So, not a goal threat there for Manchester City. So, in terms of player availability, Daniel Podence, Max Kilman, and Nelson Semedo listed as out injured. Ruben Neves has been injured recently. Don't know if he's actually going to feature. He's been a long-time target of Manchester City, and he's been linked to the move to Manchester United as well. So let's see if he moves this summer. For City, John Stones, Kyle Walker, and Ruben Diaz are all ruled out. Haven't seen anything about Nathan Ake being absent, so it means that we could see Ake lining up alongside Emerick Laporte. 2 left-footed defenders, but doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure they're capable with their right, and they'll have enough time and space to actually turn and pass the ball with their left if they want to. But it's indeed a setback. Ruben Diaz injured already this season. It's a setback. Walker, he's getting up there in age, and maybe we'll need another right back pretty soon. We've got a lot of right backs, but who knows, man? Zinchenko should start at left back alongside Ake and Laporte, with Cancelo at right back. So we should still be very solid at the back. We should be okay. I don't know if Pep's going to risk starting CJ Egan Riley in this game or Luke Mbete. I won't be surprised if he does, though. Joshua Wilson, S-Brand as well. These youngsters have been doing very, very well. They're not in the first team setup for no reason at all. So let's keep an eye on City's backline there for this game. So, in terms of the latest and the greatest here, Man City closing on a clean sheet record as well as a title. Man City have kept a clean sheet in their last 5 Premier League away matches. Only 3 sides have kept more than 5 consecutively in the league. Chelsea 7 in a row in 2008, and Man United 7 in 2008-09, and Liverpool 6 in 2014-15. Wolverhampton Wanderers winger Chiquinho, you see, I told y'all! Chiquinho has 3 goals in just 69 minutes of assisted 3 goals in just 69 minutes of Premier League action, all as a substitute. He's only the second player in the Premier League history to assist 3 goals before ever starting a match after Hope Akpan for Reading in January of 2013. Man City are unbeaten in their last 16 Premier League away matches, winning 13, drawing 3. It is the longest ever unbeaten away league run in their history. City always go on to do some ridiculous stuff, man. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's winning 14 on the bounce or just going on to win 16, man. Unbeaten in 16 away matches. Come on, man. Their last 16 as well? God damn. Damn. With their 4-0 win at Leeds United, taking them 1 ahead of their 15-match run under Joe Royle between December 1998 and September 1999 during their spell in the 2nd and 3rd tier of English football. Yeah, don't remind us. Wolves defender Conor Cody have scored 4 goals from 4 shots on target in the Premier League this season and 5 goals from 6 overall in his Premier League career, which is nuts. He is the first player to have scored as many as 4 times and netted every shot on target, excluding penalties, in a Premier League season since Mohamed Diame in 2014-15 for Hull City. Also 4 out of 4. Diame was a beast. So, look, Martin Atkinson would be in charge of this game. And, guys, in terms of my prediction here, let's just scroll down to the form of both teams here. Wolves winless in their last 4 games. Man City just, unbeaten in their last 16 away Premier League games. And they have won their last 4 in a row before that, after that draw against Liverpool. This is crazy. This is crazy. The form is ridiculous. This form is actually ridiculous. And I don't understand why people do not give City the credit they deserve. Look at this. Look at it with your own eyes. Look at it right there. Want me to make it bigger? Look at that. Listen, man. In the last 5 games City have played. Last 5 games, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. That is 19 goals scored and only 3 conceded. 2 of those against Liverpool in that draw. 19 goals in 5 games. Best attack in the league in terms of goal tally, of course. Best defense in the league as well in terms of goals conceded. And yet, there's people out there who would say there's this team that have a better attack than City, or this team got a better defense than City. You see you get what I'm saying here? You get the point? There's still some people with the audacity to say these things. But it is okay. It is okay. Big up to Ivan LFC in the house, man. Nice to see you in there. Appreciate you coming through. It is all good, man. Look, I only see one result in this game. I don't think we're going to blow Wolves away. We just might, but I don't think so. They're good defensively. But I don't think there'll be any letting up here by Pep and his boys. A little rotation will happen, of course, naturally. You play Sunday, you play Wednesday again. You got to play on the weekend again. There will be rotation, but I don't think it will affect the strength of the team. Look, defense is a problem. Fernandinho could start at center back, but I'm hoping that it's Nathan Ake alongside Laporte, Cancelo, and Zinchenko. If Pep want to go with two defensive midfielders by playing Fernandinho and Rodri to just give the backline some protection. That's fine. But I expect Mahrez, Foden, De Bruyne, and maybe Jesus to start. Or we could see Jack Grealish. I think Grealish have not been bad in his last couple outings. Did pick up an assist. Haven't scored, but he has not been that bad. Expect anything. Bernardo Silva in the middle. Gundogan. Expect anything here from Man City, though. Expect them to have a lot of the ball. But they have to be careful of this threat that Wolves possess. Hwang Hee-chan, Trincao, Raul Jimenez, if he starts, they have to cut off the service in the box. That's what it is. Cut off the service. If that guy Chiquinho gets a start, cut out the crosses. It is going to be a very interesting one. But I could see City going on to dominate and win 2-0. 2-0. Pretty confident about this. They've been very good against Wolves across the last few matches. You could check the stats right here. 1-0, 4-1, 3-1. And those are the last 3 meetings, right, in the Premier League. That is convincing enough for me. 8 goals to 2. That's convincing. This was a special Wolves effort back in the 1920 season, of course. You know what I mean? 2-0 and a 3-2 win. Special. Very, very special. But I don't think they are in the right mind frame right now to do that again against City. They haven't been scoring enough goals. They've been defensively sound. But, coming up against City early in the season against Liverpool, they did only manage 1-0 losses. I could see them losing 2-0 again. You know what I'm saying? So that's my prediction for that one. And for Wolverhampton Wanderers, they're 8th. They're still in with a shout to get Conference League. West Ham are the only team they could actually... Actually, the thing about Wolves, right? They got 3 games. They could get 9 points. They could pass United. They technically still could pass United. Let's say United lose and Wolves win all their games. They could still pass United. They could still pass West Ham. There's everything to play for. European football for Wolves. But the crazy thing about it, the 3 out of the three remaining matches, and they both of those, I can't talk anymore. 3 remaining games, and 2 of those games are against Liverpool and Manchester City. And the other against Norwich. I think they'll beat Norwich, not guaranteed, but they might just lose both games against the table toppers here, Liverpool and City. So, an L here for Wolves. In terms of Man City's next game, that will come against West Ham. City are no longer in any cup competitions as they have been eliminated from the Champions League and the FA Cup. And their only focus is on winning the Premier League. They're 4th in 5 seasons, going back-to-back for the 2nd time as well under Pep Guardiola. West Ham next, Aston Villa, guard of honor, probably. Hopefully, it does not go down to the last game, but let's see. The Premier League would love that, but let's see. I won't want that. I will want to wrap it up before the last match day, though. So, City with a win. Wolves, I think, will probably struggle. Maybe with a win against Norwich, but struggle for the remainder of the season, though. So, big up to everybody in the stream, guys. That'll be it for that one. We have one more to go. We got Liverpool, Aston Villa coming up later in terms of the watch along. So make sure you guys go and, you put on a reminder so that when that watch along goes live, you tune in and we're going to have some fun. I'm hoping for a really good game, man. Whether Liverpool blow away Aston Villa or Aston Villa get something against Liverpool, I'm hoping for a good game, man. The thing is, I don't want to waste my time. I want it to be worthwhile. I really want it to be worthwhile, though, So Ivan is saying, you guys got the league. Sterling must start. Adam Quinn, 3-0. City has more heritage in the Premier League, but Liverpool has more heritage in the Champions League. Well, in terms of the Premier League, I won't say heritage. I know what you're saying. Liverpool got more history all around in terms of locally. When you go way back to the old first division and everything, Man City are just a team newly on the come up. You see what I mean? You got to be real. You got to be real when it comes to that. You got to be realistic. You know, you can't be delusional here and thinking, yeah, City or Man, you know. You got to think about legacy and history and give Liverpool the credit. Give Man United the credit. Give Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Teams like City and Chelsea are teams that have just come to prominence. You see what I mean? So give credit when credit's due indeed, man. So big up to everybody in the stream right about now. It's your boy Dom back with another one. Guys, make sure you like the video if you haven't yet done so. I will definitely appreciate that. Have we gotten to 50 thumbs up yet? I don't even think we're close, man. Guys, like the video if you're yet to do so, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Don't be stingy with the likes. We got 36 likes. Could we get close to 50 before the replay goes up? I think it's possible. Come on. Make it happen. Guys, make sure you stick around. We're going to briefly check out what's going on across the other leagues, maybe for 10 minutes, not for crazy long. But before we do that, though, let's talk the last game of today's midweek preview. And let's, I actually, bring it up too close there. Let's talk the game between Aston Villa and Liverpool here. Villa-Liverpool. See the history there? 53 games. This is a big game. This is a big game, you know. Liverpool would be out for revenge as well. Definitely out for revenge because of what happened the last time around when they visited Villa Park. Okay? And I mean in the Premier League, not that FA Cup third round game last year. Okay? 7-2. That lingers in the most recent memory of Liverpool fans, the 7-2. Apart from that, Villa did pick up a 5-0 win when Liverpool sent out their youth squad and went to the Club World Cup. And Villa do have a 2-1 win in the semifinals of the FA Cup back in 2015. So those are the only 3 wins across the last 10 against Liverpool. But look, Liverpool coming into this match on the bounce of a 1-1 draw against Spurs, and Villa on a 2-1 win against Burnley. Look, since the 7-2 drubbing that Liverpool received against Aston Villa, they have beaten them across the last 3 meetings. A 1-0 win this season, Salah penalty. A 2-1 win last season in the reverse fixture. And a 4-1 win in the FA Cup as well. I think Villa were forced to put out a weakened team as well, where they had COVID cases. So Liverpool, they have played them 3 times, and I'm pretty sure they've got their groove back since the 7-2 debacle. I'm pretty sure of that. And they're coming up against a legendary manager here, Steven Gerrard. This is a good one. Gerrard, his only match against Liverpool, he lost it. That was his only game against Klopp as well. The 1-0 loss. And Klopp against Aston Villa, almost immaculate record. 7 games, 6 wins, and 1 loss. We know what that loss is. He didn't manage the game when they lost in the FA Cup. But, what was that, the League Cup, I think? Was that the League Cup? Yeah, he wasn't there. But he was there for the 7-2 drubbing, though. It was Klopp. It was Klopp in charge. Not Alisson in goal, but Adrian. But it was Klopp in charge. You know? Guys, are we going to have another 7-2 here? I know I'm pissing off Liverpool fans. Every time I say 7-2, I get under your skin. I actually do it on purpose, man. I do it on purpose. It's not good to do things like that, but, you know, I do it on purpose. I like to get under your skins, you know. Those that show up after Liverpool draw or lose a game, though. Those are the ones that I'm talking to. So, look, we covered the head-to-head in terms of the last few meetings. Villa with 13 wins overall, 10 draws, and Liverpool with 30 in 53 games. Villa's home record is not bad. 7 wins, 5 draws, 14 losses against Liverpool here. And in terms of players to watch, I'm going to go with Philippe Coutinho and Danny Ings, 2 former Liverpool men who will be coming up against the Reds here. This is an interesting dynamic, man, because this Villa team is a solid team. Emi Martinez in goal, Cash, who plays for Poland these days. I know Tyrone Mings could be a little dodgy at times. Let's see if he'll line up against Konsa or next to Colum Chambers. Ashley Young being a former Man United player and all, he would love to come off the bench here. Luca Dean should start, a former Everton man. You know, Douglas Luiz, former City man, even though he never played for City. John McGinn always up for a challenge. But the players to watch is Coutinho and indeed Danny Ings. I would love to see Jacob Ramsey involved. He's been dealing with injury lately. Ollie Watkins scored a hat-trick against Liverpool in that infamous 7-2 win. They got a lot of firepower. Leon Bailey, he's been injured along with Bertrand Traore. These guys should not start the game or even maybe be on the bench. I think Leon Bailey's coming back from the injury, but Traore should remain out. Maybe he'll be sold in the summer as well. For Liverpool, the player that I'm gonna watch is I know I could easily say Thiago or Luis Diaz, but it's Salah. It is Salah. His goal scoring form has been a little dodgy in 2022. Did really well. Still, most goals, most assists. Football Writers Player of the Season as well. But come on, man. It's no doubt that Salah is going through a drought. Don't know if he's saving the goals for Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Has been bagging an assist or 2 here and there. He did score recently too, but still. Salah needs to get back on his goal-scoring form, man. More consistent goal-scoring form. But Liverpool's front 5 would be a threat. And I mean Jota, Diaz, Salah, Mane, Firmino, who is doubtful but could be involved in this game as well. Divock Origi comes to mind. So it's a front 6. Where has Minamino been? Is he going to leave Liverpool in the summer? He might just leave for more consistent game time. Will he stay in the Premier League? I hope he does. You know what I mean? We need these Asian players in the league, man. You know, we need that diversity. Definitely need that diversity. So, recently I've heard that Cade Gordon's been in the news. Liverpool pretty much paid out his sell-on clause that was there for him from the previous deal. So, yeah, that's something that's been in the news. Guys, I've been staying plugged in. I've been plugged in terms of the news and things. Come on, man. Come on. You should know me. So, in terms of player availability, Leon Bailey, 25% fitness. He should miss this game. Jacob Ramsey is 50-50 touch and go. And Courtney Howes would definitely miss this game. For Roberto Firmino, he is the only Liverpool player that is subject to a late fitness test barring any, late pullouts or illnesses. In terms of the insights, guys, will Liverpool add to away goal haul as they chase Man City? Liverpool have scored 41 Premier League goals away from home this season, failing to score in just one match on the road in a 1-0 defeat at Leicester City. The Reds have only scored more goals on their travels in the league in 2 seasons. 42 in their title-winning campaign in 1946-47 and 48 in 2013-14 when they finished second in the Premier League. Don't want to remind Liverpool fans of that one. But Aston Villa won this exact fixture 7-2 last season. They have not beaten Liverpool in consecutive home league matches since February of 1998. Okay, that is a very, very important stat to remember. It's not in Villa's favor to go on to, of course, win this game. We know that, but anything could happen, though. Anything could happen. So, look, Villa striker Ollie Watkins have scored more Premier League goals against Liverpool than he has against any other side. 4. Producing a hat-trick in this exact fixture last season. Sadio Mane has scored 14 Premier League goals for Liverpool this season, with only Mo Salah and Diego Jota netting more for the club. The Reds could become only the second team in Premier League history to have 3 players reach 15-plus goals in a single campaign after Man City's title-winning side of 2013-14, Yaya Toure, Sergio Aguero, and Edin Dzeko, where City did go on to win the league by 2 points, okay, over Liverpool as well. That was a thrilling title race and everything. City 86 points, Liverpool 84, Chelsea 82, Arsenal 79, Everton finishing 5th that season as well with 72 points. So it's going down memory lane there. So, but I don't want to remind Liverpool of these things, but still. John Moss would be in charge of this game. I haven't seen John Moss in a while, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how he does. So, Villa versus Liverpool here. The recent meetings, 1-0 win to Liverpool this season and a 2-1 win as well last year. But the 7-2 drubbing lingers on, of course. That was the last time they visit Villa Park in the league. Are Liverpool going to come back? Or are they going to bounce back? Or are they going to get revenge there? They've already done at Anfield, of course, but are they going to go to Villa Park and pick up a win like they did back in 2019? They had a 2-1 win. Look at the form, man. Aston Villa, not bad form, man. 2 wins in their last 2 and a draw. They've really stopped the bleeding after a couple losses on the bounce. But Liverpool, as we know, have been one of the best teams in the league this season. Across Europe as well, they have made the final of every possible competition. The Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and they are in the title race in the Premier League. Kudos to Liverpool. They've done a great job this season indeed, man. They could still go on to win a quadruple. The quadruple is still possible. It's still mathematically possible. But you know what else is still mathematically possible? Liverpool could also go on to only win a Carabao Cup. That is a fact. But I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying they could go on to win a treble as well. They could still go on to win everything this season. The ball is in Liverpool's court. Everything depends on Liverpool and their performances. Are they going to show up against Chelsea on the weekend and win that FA Cup to do a domestic double? Or are they going to continue winning in the league and hope Man City drop points and leapfrog City to win the league title and do a domestic treble? Or are they going to beat Real Madrid in the Champions League final? So that's why I say, Liverpool fans, man, if you're watching this right now, just be humble, be calm, because guess what? You could win a lot this season and you could also win very little. And I think if Liverpool does not manage to win more than the Carabao Cup this season, it could be looked as an immense failure. It would be from the build-up and everything up until this point, a great season, but you got to put the icing on top. You got to put the icing on top, man. You have to put the icing on top. Imagine you're at your wedding and they bring the cake in, a cake that you paid a lot of money for, without the icing on top. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be an open game. Liverpool to dominate, of course, like they do most games. But Villa won't lie down, though. They won't lie down and get beaten that easily. I think this one will be a good one. I'm hoping for a good one, man. I'll be doing a watch-along later. But remember, Liverpool drew their last game. They got to bounce back. And I think that would actually give them the drive to go on to win this game. Villa, they don't have anything left to play for. Steven Gerrard won't want to lose to his former club, of course. He won't want to. They're going to give Liverpool a good game like they did earlier this season. But I think Liverpool would find a way to win. As a City fan, I'm telling you, I would love if Liverpool lose the game or draw. It would make it easier for us. But I think they're going to do enough to actually win this. Okay? I think. So I'm going for Liverpool to win 2-1. Villa will get a goal to make things a bit tricky, but Liverpool would hold on. Okay? So whoever starts, whether it's Diaz, Mane, Salah, or whether it's Diaz, Jota, Salah, or Firmino, Salah, Mane, whoever starts up top is going to be very difficult to handle for Aston Villa. You know what I'm saying? We know Tyrone Mings and the Aston Villa defense do have an error in them. Emi Martinez is very good, but still, you know, could face a lot of shots. One might sneak in. Thiago has been in good form lately. Trent Alexander-Arnold, in terms of attacking wise, I think we could see a change at left back. Tsimikas might get a look in. Robertson has been off the boil a bit. I think Matip should come back in alongside Virgil van Dijk here. Fabinho in the middle. And maybe Naby Keita will start. Maybe Henderson will get a rest. I don't know what Klopp's going to do, but it's left to be seen, man. So, yeah. 2-1 to Liverpool. How's everybody feeling, man? How's everybody feeling? So, big up to Bambi Rosie, who says, happy for City they get Haaland. Thank you very much, man. Big up, Dom. Thank you, you know. Positivity there. Don Howells. Haaland has arrived. DeAndre Small. Quadruple. City fans / supporters should be humble. Not us, Liverpool, can win 3 or 4 cups. Humble for what? What are you talking about? We have been humbled this season. We got knocked out of the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Champions League. Of course we're humbled. What are you talking about? We're humbled. We're humbled, okay? We are humbled. We are humbled. But we don't need to be humble for winning the league. It's the only thing that we're going to be winning. Victor Ojomo, Dominic be wishing us bad. We are not losing or drawing. How am I wishing you bad when I'm predicting you to win? What are you talking about? I'm wishing you. It's natural that I want my rivals to lose or draw. It's natural. What are you talking about? But the prediction is not a loss or a draw. It's a win. Calm down. Calm down, man. Calm down. So, yeah, guys, what we're going to be doing, we're going to take a look at what's going on in the other leagues really quick. And, you know, just briefly, you know what I mean, Portuguese League. Let's take a look at the Portuguese League, where Porto have definitely wrapped up the league title there. And, yeah, it's just... let's see what's going on here. Let's take a look at some of the news. Okay, so Manchester United prepared to make offer for 4th Portuguese star Gonçalo Ignacio. He's a center back. I actually just signed him in my career mode though. Gonçalo Ignacio plays for Sporting, I think. How to watch Benfica Porto. Benfica star Darwin Núñez sends Liverpool fans crazy with social media activity. Okay. Liverpool linked with Darwin Núñez now? Is that something? Let me see something. Darwin Núñez. Is there a link here? So, Benfica star Darwin Núñez sends Liverpool fans crazy with social media activity. Arsenal should complete £68 million Darwin Núñez transfer because of Erling Haaland. Okay, you're never getting Haaland. What is wrong with you? Darwin Núñez throws Liverpool supporters into ecstasy. What is that though? What happened there? Darwin Núñez of Benfica has aroused interest amongst Liverpool fans after liking a social media picture complimenting Jurgen Klopp's relationship with his players. Okay. That sounds a bit, you know, like people are like reaching at every little transfer news that's out there. You see what I'm saying? Crazy. Man United pursuing prolific South American ace despite not qualifying for the Champions League, and that's Darwin Núñez. Okay, so that's the you know, Lisbon's Gonçalo Ignacio as well. I think Man City has been looking at Mateus Nunes of Sporting as well. You know, so yeah, man. You want to keep an eye on that though. Definitely going to keep an eye on that. But let's take a look at the standings there in the Portuguese League. Porto have officially clinched the league title there 88 points. You see 18 teams in the league, so they've wrapped it up over Sporting won last year, and Benfica, they're coming in third. That might be only good for Europa League. So Sporting and Porto in the Champions League next season. And guys, you could see Braga, Gil Vicente going into the Conference League as it stands. Good. You see, I kind of like the Conference League for that reason, that it allows these teams that you never really heard about to get some European exposure and to make some money to further, better their teams. So, Braga did well this season, and Gil Vicente, getting in there is massive if you ask me, man. One more game left in the league, and Porto have clinched it. In terms of the relegation down there, Bissad, come on, man. They got destroyed by Benfica when they had to forfeit the game and all because they didn't have enough players to COVID. And Moreirense also in a relegation battle here with Tondela. So there's a situation where Arouca could still get drawn down into the relegation playoff there. If let's say Moreirense does not pick up any points and Tondela wins their next game and Arouca loses, then it would be Arouca in the playoff relegation playoff spot and Tondela survives. But right now it's Tondela, who's also Tondela could get relegated and Bissad could actually go into the playoffs. That's how crazy it is. Who do they play on the last match day? They play Arouca. This is crazy. I know I don't follow the Portuguese league, but that's some intriguing stuff towards the bottom of the table there. This is a 6-pointer. This is a play to the death. Where Arouca, if they lose to Bissad, it might not be enough. It might not be enough. They would need Tondela to actually, and Moreirense to lose their games. Tondela, they actually play against Boa Vista, and they made the final of the Portuguese League Cup, I think. Crazy, right? You're struggling in relegation and you're in the cup final. And the other team here, Moreirense, they play against Vizela. So for Vizela is actually 14th. They're safe. Never heard about this team, by the way, guys. So, I know I've looked at the Portuguese league table a few times, but never really heard about it. So, yeah. So, big up to Bambi Rosie, who says, I hope Liverpool sign Calvin Ramsey for Trent backup. That kid is a baller. And, guys, I did put out the Calvin Ramsey clip with my boy Kyle. So, make sure y'all go and check out all the clips on the channel and, show the thing some support there, man, So, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I really enjoy doing this series with Carl, to be completely honest. It's been a bit quiet this week in terms of the build-up, the Villa-Liverpool build-up. I don't know if the Liverpool fans are still sad because of the loss there to the draw to Spurs, but they've been nowhere to be found, man. I don't know what's going on. Still hiding. Serie has the most entertaining league this season. I don't think so, bro. That's just an opinion, but I don't think so. In terms of the players here, let's go back to the stats. I want to check the stats in terms of this. I need to make this a bit smaller. I think so. I'm smaller. Where's the stats though? Not that small, but not that small. Players. Let me go back. Yeah, stats. Darwin Núñez with 26 goals. Mehdi Taremi with 20. Ricardo Horta with 18. Fran Navarro with 16, helping out Gil Vicente there to get the European football. Ivan Nilsson with 14. Luis Diaz left for Liverpool with 14. Oscar Estupinian with 14. Pablo Sarabia on loan from PSG with 14 as well. Rafa Silva with the most assists. Pedrinho of Gil Vicente with 14. He'll get to strut his stuff if he remains at the club. Fabio Vieira is one for the future at Porto. Mehdi Taremi and Otavio now playing his trade with Portugal national team there. So, look, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Let's take a look at the Serie. Indeed, it has been one of the most intriguing leagues this season. It has been. And you look at some of the most recent results. Fiorentina beat Roma 2-0. AC Milan beat Verona 3-1. Salernitana and Cagliari playing to a draw on the weekend. I think Salernitana had that game to win and allowed a late goal there from Cagliari, so they might actually rue that. They in the relegation scrap. Venezia beat Bologna 4-3. Atalanta beat Spezia 3-1. I think Atalanta, still fighting for Conference League or Europa League. They won't be in the Champions League next season. Lazio beat Sampdoria 2-0 there. So in terms of some of the other results here, Napoli beat Torino 1-0. Sassuolo and Udinese draw. Genoa beat Juventus 2-1. And Inter defeated Empoli 4-1. Standings, man. Title race right now. 2 matches left to go. AC Milan and Inter Milan are in a very intriguing title race right now with only 2 points separating the Milan clubs. This is good. AC Milan on the cusp of winning a league title for the first time in a very, very long time. And for Inter, they've already done it under Antonio Conte last season. And you got to give them credit, though. They lost Lukaku and they brought in Dzeko, but they've still managed to stay in the title race. That loss right there in the middle may, be very, very, very detrimental to their cause there, man. And that loss, we go back a bit there. I haven't been paying attention to the league, but that loss came against Bologna. I haven't been paying attention to every single game. So, yeah, you lose to Bologna, man. That's not a team you expect to drop points against, but it's costly. So the teams that will be in the Champions League next season for sure is Juventus, Napoli, Inter, and AC Milan. Lazio, Europa League spot right now. Roma could get into the Europa League as well, but they're in the Conference League spot, while Fiorentina and Atalanta also have 59 points. Look, for Roma, they could go on to win the Conference League, being in the final. Mourinho could become the first manager to actually win all 3 European competitions, right? But he is indeed the first manager to get to the final of all 3 as well. So, look, it's intriguing, man. Atalanta, Fiorentina, Roma for the Conference League. I would like to see Atalanta get it because they've been in European football for the last couple seasons. Anybody get it, it's whatever, but I would like to see Atalanta get it. Even for Fiorentina will be good for them. Roma, I would like to see them go on to win it, the Conference League, and get into the Europa League. Put in a second team in the Europa League there. So very intriguing stuff in Italy. And we scroll down to the bottom there where the relegation race scrap is very, very good as well. The title race is good. The race for European place is very good. And you could see Salernitana sneaking out of the relegation zone with being unbeaten in their last 5 games. So, listen, they have the momentum and they might actually survive. But it is not guaranteed because Genoa and Cagliari could still pass them. Even Venezia in 20th, right there, could pass them with 31 points, So, still possibilities, a lot of different permutations there in the league. So for Salernitana, we click and see who they play for the last 2 games. They play Empoli and Udinese, okay? And you could see these teams, Udinese 12th, Empoli 14th, have not done the greatest this season. But, Salernitana would just need to pick up, a couple points against those teams and they'll be all right. Definitely will be all right. So for Cagliari, they got Inter and Venezia. The Inter game might just go on to lose that one because Inter is in the promotion, the title race, and Venezia might be already relegated by then, but still will be an interesting game. And you go to the other team here, Genoa, and Genoa got to play Napoli and Bologna. So Genoa, they look like they're in the mud right there, though. So interesting stuff going on in the league. And guys, if you scroll up, you see the stats. You could see Ciro Immobile, top scorer again, 27 goals. Dusan Vlahovic, 23 goals. I think those goals have dried up since he moved to Juventus. Lautaro Martinez with 19. I got to say, though, Lautaro Martinez is a player that I would have taken at Man City. He just got Man City written all over him, but That's not going to happen though. But top player in my opinion, man. Top player, Lautaro Martinez. So look, Giovanni Simeone with 16 and Tammy Abraham with 15. Give it up to Tammy Abraham, who is the highest scoring Englishman across the 5 top leagues in Europe. So yeah, he got more goals than Kane this season. So give it up to Tammy Abraham. Domenico Berardi, top the goal score assist charts. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, 11. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic with 11. Luis Alberto with 10. And Nico Barella with 10. Guys, let's see what's going on in La Liga, because La Liga is pretty much wrapped up. But still, let's see if there's anything, worth talking about over in La Liga there. So let's just click the standings. Real Madrid have already clinched the title over there. 81 points. They lost their last game there to Atletico Madrid, who are still, holding on to that top 4 spot with 3 games left to play. It's amazing what Barcelona have done to claw back to secure Champions League football, though. So give it up to Barcelona and Xavi for the great job he has done there. They haven't done bad this season. 6 losses, 9 draws. That's not bad. That is not bad when you think about it, though. The points tally won't be crazy, but it's still not terrible. Sevilla in 3rd, 65 points. Let's give him a lot of credit there. And Atletico Madrid in 4th should secure Champions League football ahead of Real Betis, barring a catastrophic meltdown. Betis already doing, some good business for next season there as well under Pellegrini. I think Pellegrini is in charge of Betis these days with Claudio Bravo in goal. So great job. They are in the Europa League spot, not guaranteed, because Sociedad could still leapfrog them and get that, who are in the Conference League spot. Bilbao still in with a shout. Villarreal as well still in with a shout for the Conference League. It's going to take a lot of luck for Villarreal to pass Sociedad, but it's possible. David Silva extended another year at Sociedad too. So teams in the middle of the table there, not really need to talk too much about them, but Valencia, Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo struggled, a bit the last couple of seasons, so it's nice to see them up there. Espanyol, Elche survived. Cadiz survived. That's a big one. Getafe. So Granada, that's the Pozzo family's team. Watford already relegated. Are we going to see Granada relegated too? You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. But look, Alaves, 3 games to go. 34 points. That's 6 points gap. 3 games to go. They could still catch Granada. Not likely, but it could still happen. Mallorca could still catch Granada. And Cadiz. And Getafe. So those teams are not that safe, but they're in a better position than Mallorca and Levante. So look, that's what's going on in La Liga right now. And in terms of the stats there, Karim Benzema, 26 goals. Iago Aspas at Celta Vigo, 17. Enes Unyal, former City youngster, with 15 for Getafe. Raul de Tomas, who just have these dreams of being the man for Real Madrid. 15 goals for Espanyol. Juan Mi of Betis, 14. And Vinny Jr., what a season, with 14. Assist chart, Karim Benzema with 11 as well. Ousmane Dembele with 11. Jody Alba with 10. Iker Muniain with 9. Oscar Trejo with 9. Sergi Darder with 9. And Vinny Jr. with 9. What a season for the young Brazilian. So, guys, we are going to go over to the Bundesliga. The Bundes or Bayern Liga, as I like to call it. And one match they left over there. We're not really going to take a look at the matches, but for Bayern, they have won a 10th straight Bundesliga title. A draw and a loss in their last 2. Insignificant. Dortmund, perfect bridesmaids. They will finish 2nd again. Bayer Leverkusen closing in on 3rd there. They should finish 3rd. They cannot be passed. RB Leipzig, however, can be surpassed by Freiburg. Who does Freiburg play on the last match day here? They play Leverkusen and they have the DFB Pokal against Leipzig. So it could be all or nothing for Freiburg this season. They could win the DFB Pokal, and they could get into the Champions League. But the only team that stand in their way is Leipzig. Who does Leipzig play on the last day? Leipzig actually Armenia. Armenia is not doing well this season though. If you scroll down to the bottom of the table there, you can see Armenia. And they would be fighting for their lives, but they're already relegated. Armenia already relegated. They are not passing Stuttgart based on goal difference. The goal difference is horrible. Armenia already relegated. There could be a banana peel for Leipzig though, but don't think it's going to happen there. But let's go back towards the top of the table here. Union Berlin and Freiburg. I like that these teams are in European places, but Cologne could actually, sneak into that Conference League spot. It would be nice for Cologne, who are recently in the second tier. Anthony Modeste have been carrying that team though. So I'm happy. I'm really happy for Freiburg and Union Berlin, or even Cologne if they get in. So that's some positivity there though. I like when I see new teams on the rise. Well, not new, but you understand what I mean. Like teams that don't usually do that great on the rise. Look, Freiburg have secured the services of Matthias Ginter next season, even though they lost Schlotterbeck to Borussia Dortmund. So, look, Mainz, Hoffenheim, Mönchengladbach, Bochum, Eintracht Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, Augsburg. But one of the big talking points is actually Hertha Berlin surviving the drop, because they look relegated, threatened indeed. So, look, we got Stuttgart in the relegation playoff. They should be in the playoffs there. And if we go down to the Bundesliga 2, you'll find out a team that they could possibly meet in that playoff. So, Fürth and Armenia relegated though. So, big up to the boy Donovan McCrabb, who is a Stuttgart and an Armenia fan. And I said to him when he said we were going to lose to Real Madrid. So, Donovan turned out to be right. But I might turn out to be right too. Donovan, I still hope both your teams get relegated. Yeah, that's just some banter, you know what I mean? People think I can't take banter. I'm just deflecting the banter, guys. When my team lose, you think I want to sit here and take banter? That's what you think I want to do? Huh? That's what you think I want to do? So, guys, it's official. Schalke will be back in the Bundesliga. Congratulations to Schalke. Werder Bremen. I'm currently wearing a Werder Bremen jersey right now, guys. And Werder Bremen are in prime position to actually get promoted. Hamburg could actually sneak in with a better goal difference. And for Hamburg, their last game is against Hansa Rostock. And Werder Bremen, their last game is against Jan Regensburg. So where is Rostock right now? Rostock is 12th and Jan Regensburg is 13. I never heard about Jan Regensburg. I heard about Hansa Rostock before, but never heard about some of these teams. It's maybe because I haven't been playing enough career mode in the German leagues. I think I need to do that. I think that's where my next career mode needs to be. The reason why I play the English leagues is because there's like 4 tiers, you know what I mean? And I like climbing up the ladder. But yeah, man, look, Ingolstadt, they will go down to the 3rd tier, and Erzgebirge would go down as well. I don't know how things work too much there, but look, I think the team that's in 3rd go into the playoffs against Stuttgart most likely. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure, but you could see Darmstadt, look good. St. Pauli could also get that. Their goal difference ain't good. They could no longer get promoted. But I don't think it's like the championship where there's a 4-team playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Let me double check that really quick. Bundesliga 2. Let's check that out. Let's check that out. Let's just click the back button here. Before we do, let's just see the stats. Who scored the most goals? Simon Terode, 29 goals. A lot of times you see a striker do well in Bundesliga 2 and get a move to a Bundesliga side. Robert Glatzel for Hamburg with 21. Marvin Duksch with 20 for Werder Bremen. Philipp Hoffmann for Karlsruhe with 19. Guido Bergstaller. And Guido Bergstaller is a prime example of that when he got his move to Schalke recently, previously. Niklas Fulkrug with 18 for Werder. Werder are looking like they're about to get promoted again. So let's just go back. Bundesliga 2. We're going to find out how that works. And for Bundesliga 2, promotion to the Bundesliga, relegation to the third tier. And the current champions, they Bochum 4 title, they were promoted. Look, let's just go down and let's see here. Let's see how promotion works, man. Let me see, promotion and relegation. So, look, until the 2007-8 season, the bottom 4 teams were relegated into the regional league. Since 08-09, the following inception of the Liga 3, only the bottom 2 teams are relegated into the third tier automatically. The third from bottom team can avoid relegation by winning a 2-legged playoff against a team that finishes in the third Liga, right? From 92 to 93 season and to the 2008-09, the top 3 teams gained promotion to the Bundesliga. After this, and to the present, only the top 2 teams are promoted automatically, with the third place teams playing a 2-legged playoff across against the team that finishes 16th in the Bundesliga. So we were right about that. So that's what's going on in the Bundesliga there. Just an update, guys. What is happening in the Eredivisie? Ajax actually running away with that one. Eridivisie. Bam. The Eredivisie. You go down here, we click the standings. Ajax, 32 games played. This league got 18 teams. So 2 more matches left. Still alive in terms of the title race, but Ajax should go on to clinch the title ahead of PSV. And Ajax should get Champions League, PSV, Europa League. You have Feyenoord coming in third. They're in the final, right? Feyenoord are in the final of the Conference League this season against Roma, right? Am I right? So Feyenoord third. They should clinch third with a superior goal difference over 20. Would have been nice to see one of those teams in the Conference League. So that's what it's about. In terms of the Conference League, guys, we're not going to go too further into that right now. I've always wanted to do a build-up in terms of promotion and stuff. I thought I was actually showing you guys all of this. Why am I on screen and you guys are not seeing what I'm seeing here? How long have this been going on for? How long have it been going on for? Like, come on, man. I thought I was showing you guys all of this. It was showing on my screen that I was sharing this, but I wasn't actually showing you guys anything. Come on, man. I hate when that happens. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. So I do apologize for that. Okay? I do. So, relegation there. Willem II, Zwolle, and Sparta Rotterdam all in a scrap. Even Fortuna Sittard and Waalwijk is in the mix there as well. So that's what's going on in that league. Ten Hag will leave Ajax and join Manchester United. So, look, could go on and on and on, man. It's 11 a.m. Guys, I have to actually, Yeah, King Huddle, I know, man. I know. Silence. No, Liverpool fans are silent. King Huddle, I'm going for a 2-2 draw for the North London derby, though. I'm going for 2-2 draw. I think it's a solid prediction. So, guys, we have now hit 2 hours. I think I'm going to take a break, give the voice a rest, But before I do, let's just take a look at what just, going on in Ligue 1. It's one of the top 5 leagues. Let's just take a look at what's happening over there. And in terms of the standings, man, but wait. Before we do that, let's just go back really quick. Let's just go back. I'll come forward a little, but let's just go back to the Bundesliga really quick. And let's just take a quick look here at, let's go back. Let's take a look at, let's go back some more. And back. Stats. Lewandowski with 34 goals this season. Ridiculous, man. Patrick Schick with 24. Erling Haaland with 21. Welcome to Manchester City, baby. Christopher Nkunku with 20. He might, be, a hot product this summer. Anthony Modeste with 19. Thomas Muller with 17 assists. And Kunku with 13 assists. Marco Royce with 12. Musa Diaby with 12. And David Raum with 11. All right. Now we could go forward and we could go all the way back to the Eridivisie, where we could see the stats. Sebastian Haller with 20 goals. It's not a good return if you ask me. Ricky Van Wolfswinkel with 16. Gus Till with 15. Jesper Carlsen with 15. Louis Openda with 15. Dusan Tadic with the most assists. Cody Gakpo follows. Joey Veerman with 11. Owen Wijndal with 10. And Steven Berghaus with 10. So, look, with that being said, Ligue 1, man. Ligue 1, the French League, better known as the Farmers League. But I think there's more Farmers League around Europe than the French League. PSG, of course, drawn their last 3 games, but they've already wrapped up the league title already. So Marseille are in second position in that Champions League spot, but Monaco are in pursuit, hot pursuit of that Champions League spot there. Look, Rennes are in 4th and Strasbourg are in 5th. It's very close. Nice closing in with more games in hand. Rennes have more games in hand as well. You know, so look, Rennes could still get Champions League football. Monaco could still get Champions League football. Lens on these teams could sneak into Europe, man. But Lyon, they won't get into they won't get European football this season according to the way things look right there. It's very sad, but yeah, not the greatest of season for Olympique Lyonnais. You have Nantes, Lille. It's been a disappointing season for Lille. You know, after winning the title, you're coming in 10th. That's unacceptable, but that's what happens when you sell your best talent. So, guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. We'll definitely appreciate that. Big up to Tua, who is part of the City Football Group. 37 points, survive. If I follow Ligue 1, Tua is definitely the team that I'll watch, because it's part of the City group, man. Bordeaux, relegated, threatened, but, you know, two wins will take them up to 33, but Saint-Etienne got 3 games in hand. But they could still not win any of those games. Metz in trouble. I think Metz beat who did Metz beat? Lyon, I think, in their last game, if I'm not mistaken. So, look, Lorient should be okay. But Saint-Etienne, you know, they're fighting off relegation. They could still get out of the relegation playoff. Clermont Foot. Give it up to Clermont Foot, who would actually survive the drop, it looks like. Promoted last season and now could play another season in Ligue 1. The stats here. Kylian Mbappe, 24 goals. Martin Terrier with 21. Wissam Ben Yedder with 21. Moussa Dembele with 19. Gaëtan Labon with 15. Where's Messi, man? Messi with 13 assists. Kylian Mbappe with 15. Benjamin Borrego with 11. Dimitri Payet with 10. Hamari Traore with 10. And Jonathan Klaus with 10. Klaus is part of the French national team these days too, you know. So, yeah. Come on, Dom. We will put those goons in their place. I know, man. Goons. Goons, indeed. So, guys, let me know how you like the lighting and everything, you know, just doing something a little different. The green, dressed in green. Have the green light going on and everything, you know what I'm saying? Just spicing things up, sprucing things up around these parts. You know what I want to get? You see that corner over there? You see that corner over there, guys? I want to put a tree over there. I want to put a palm tree over there. I don't know what it is, but I just want to be different, man. You know, I want people to say, oh, that guy with a palm tree in the back of his videos. I just want to have a palm tree over there. And if it looks good, I might put another something in over there too, if they survive the wrath of my son Liam. But, you know, that's something I want to do. Guys, I haven't even had breakfast yet, so I think I'm about to go do that. I'll be back later to do the watch along for Aston Villa versus Liverpool. I want to make use of these days off, man, you know. Without these days off, I would not have been able to do them. I used to be off on Thursday, Friday, but my wife used to have work. So I was able to do watch-alongs, but those were also on Monday, Tuesday. I think I did have more time before, but now I have complete days off, Mondays and Tuesdays, where I could do a lot of things. So, Borussia Mönchengladbach, they destroyed Bayern this season in a cup game 5-0. Yeah, big up Victor Jomo, how are you doing? But guys, thanks for everybody who tuned in to the midweek preview and just checking up on the other leagues. I do appreciate it, man. If you're watching the replay and you got all the way to the end, thank you very much, man. You know, much respect to you. Guys, thanks again for tuning in to yet another one. I will be live again later, and I'll be live on Thursday for the roundup, the midweek roundup after the North London derby. And then I have to come back on Friday to do the preview for the weekend, which will be a live stream. So I did promise a lot of live streams in 2022, and I've been delivering exactly that. You know, guys, it's all about consistency. We're on the road to 21K. The channel, 21, 51. I don't want to, why is that I say 21? 51K, you know what I mean? We're trickling towards that number. We'll get there eventually. You know, YouTube is not easy. You know what I'm saying? You can't force people to subscribe and follow you, but you just have to be true to yourself, and, you know what I mean? Just got to be a likable guy. You know, I think I'm pretty likable, right? I am. But yeah, guys, thanks again for yet another one. Appreciate it. Make sure you like the video. How many likes we got? Let me see how many likes we got, man. Let me see if we got to, did we get to 50 likes? 49 likes. If you haven't yet liked the video live, make sure you do so. I'm pretty sure there's one person in here. It is cool getting to 50 likes while we're live. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. That's you showing that you approve. You approve and you appreciate the great work that your boy Dom's been putting in. So, guys, for your boy Dominic Rich, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.